by miracle. We're outside my days.
What's up?
Once again, repeat what
You're out here acting like I haven't streamed in ages when it's literally been less than a week since the last time I did. I'm doing pretty great. And yourself?
On those unanswered questions. So now I'll make a dream unchained. Let my heart bravely spread the wings, soaring past the night to trace the primal light. Let the clouds fill me of the stains till they wipe the sorrow off my life. I dream. Let
All
my
right.
heart bravely spread the
Oh.
wings, soaring past the night to trace the primal light. Let the clouds heal me of the stains till they wipe the sorrow off my life. I dream. I dream.
Stream hiatus has been over for a while. I've been... Unless you mean your own. I don't know if you've been streaming or not. I honestly don't watch live streams very much. I've been... I mean, a lot of my streams have just been, I need to stream, so I'll play whatever game I happen to have up. But I'm pretty sure I've had a fair number of them.
Birds are born with no shackles. Then what fetters my fate? Blown
But yeah,
away
Zenless got a pretty big update
petals
a few weeks ago,
leave me
so I
trapped
played
in
a
the
decent bit of that.
cage.
Warframe got a big update last week, so I played a bit of that. And now I'm playing Star Rail because I'm like 4 updates behind.
I'll make a dream unchained. Let my heart bravely spread the wings, soaring past the night to trace the primal light. Let the clouds heal me of the stains, gently wipe the sorrow off my life. I dream. What is meant by miracle?
You say there's only been 10 streams. This should have been the 10th. If I hadn't missed one, there should have only been 9 this month, I think, including this one. Did I stream on an off day this month and I just completely forgot?
On those unanswered questions. So now I'll make a dream unchained.
Huh. That's interesting.
Let my heart bravely spread
Apparently, I have a terrible memory.
soaring past the night to trace the primal light. Let the clouds heal
But also, you say only 10, as if 10 isn't exactly the number of streams I should be at this point in the month. I'm pretty sure.
Let my heart bravely spread the wings, soaring past the night.
Hate to break it to you, but until I'm earning money off of them, I don't think I can afford to be streaming every single day.
Clouds heal me of the stains.
Although I suppose it wouldn't hurt me to stream a little more often than I do.
I dream.
I'm actually hoping at some point in the relatively near future to get not Nasala, but a different cousin of mine on a stream who has not played a lot of video games for the last several years.
No shackles.
I'd also like to get Nasala on a stream, but, well, I've been trying to stream a way out with her for a few years, and that's not quite happened yet. I don't know if she's actually still here for me to pick on or not.
The endless isolation can't wear down my illusion. Someday I'll make a dream unchained. Let my heart bravely spread the wings.
Well, since she's taken so much time to get around to it, maybe you can be the person I stream it with.
Let the clouds heal me of the stings. Gently wipe the sun.
I don't know if you saw, but the developers that made that actually made another new co-op game this year, I believe.
What is meant
Split
by
something or another.
miracle?
Split Fiction, I think is what it was. Yeah.
My
He is here for me to pick on.
once again, repeat.
I did not play It Takes Two.
But
I think
how
Nasala has played it, though.
could I escape? No further hesitation on those unanswered questions. So now I'll make a dream unchained.
Well, here I was, Nasala, thinking I'd have the chance to talk to you tonight, but then you had to go hang out with your brother. Tell him I said hi, by the way. Tell you what, you let me know whenever you're up for playing that, and hopefully you can beat Okara to it.
Let my heart bravely spread the wings, soaring past the night to trace the primal light.
Oh, have you not heard this ongoing conversation?
The clouds heal me of the stings.
I've been picking on you, saying that maybe you've taken too long and I'll play it with him instead.
I dream. I dream.
Nasala gets a way out, Okara gets Split Fiction. That works for me. I want to try both of them. No, I wouldn't, but that doesn't make it any less fun to pick on you.
Birds are born with no shackles. Then one fetters my fate. Blown away the white petals. Leave me.
I'm pretty sure Nasala has already played It Takes Two with someone, and personally, I think that's a game that'd be more fun to play with someone who hasn't touched it.
Someday I'll make a dream unchained. Let my heart bravely spread the wings, soaring past the night to trace the primal light. Let the clouds
Apparently, starting a quest cuts the music off. So, Okara, unless I am misremembering, I know you picked up Zenless for a bit when it first came out. You still playing that? And no, I have not heard of that, but I can hear of it right now.
Nice. Nice.
Definitely looks interesting. At the same time, it looks interesting, but also I generally don't play PvP games for the most part. Or is that just a component of the game rather than its main thing? Say it's
Nice.
okay, now I see what it is. I get it. Looking at it, it kind of reminds me of some of the games I played when I was a lot younger.
Please stand by, passengers. The navigation meeting will be starting soon.
Yeah, I figured that out after I poked around the page for a bit. It's just that PvP is the only, feature they have listed through Steam's little indexing system thing. So it confused me for a minute. But it looks like it's more of just an RP kind of thing that uses PvP as a component.
Oh, he isn't joining us for the navigation meeting. He went to the party card arrest. Don't worry about him. An unexpected destination could be a great starting point for Sunday. Laid back? That's not exactly a word I associate with him.
Since everyone's here, Pom-Pom will start presenting our options. First up is the oceanic planet of Lushaka.
I'd be up, well, I don't know. If it goes on sale, probably, then I'd be up for giving it a try. I already have massive enough a backlog of games that I tend to be very hesitant to buy anything else.
Next, we have Malustanin, the agate world.
Yeah, it's easy to build up a backlog with how often Steam puts things on sale. And then with how often you can get free games if you have Amazon Prime or Xbox Live or PSN Plus. That too, yeah. Funny story. The first time I played through Persona 3 was actually on an emulator. I've also been thinking, one of the games I played a whole lot growing up was the original Medal of Honor game on the PlayStation 1. And I've been halfway thinking about trying to live stream some of the campaign from that.
Given the Express's fuel situation, it's worth us thinking through our options carefully.
And finally, the most adventurous option, the Eternal Land, Amphorius.
Ah, planet not recorded in the databank. And a world even Akivilius never set foot on. But if this trailblazing expedition works out, it could solve our fuel problem. Amphorius does have something to offer, unlike the other options. Plus, it's a completely unknown world. What better place to trailblaze?
I feel the same. While we know nothing about Amphorius, we know the other two worlds aren't exactly safe options. Anyway, if it's a risk we're taking, we might as well throw in some adventure for good measure.
Looks like Pom-Pom's voting plan won't be needed after all. It's official then. Our next stop is Amphorius.
Great! I'm looking forward to the conductor's jump announcement. I'll be in my room freeing up some memory on my camera. I'm going to have to snap tons of pretty pictures this time.
A world yet to be explored by the Trailblaze. No self-respecting nameless would turn that opportunity down. This is Akivili we're talking about. In the first instance, every one of their stops was a world no human had ever set foot on. The Astral Express has always traveled along the silver rail laid down by Akivili, so we don't normally get to venture into a world beyond the knowledge of the Trailblaze. But this time, we might just get the chance to add a brand new stop to the astral charts. I don't mind telling you, I'm a little excited.
Oops.
Ah, you're here. I hear the Nameless are going to Amphorius. A very wise decision. Truth be told, it's more of a personal request. Memo Keepers traverse the worlds only to collect precious memories. Have you heard that before? It's my duty to salvage unknown memories, and the Amphorius that has been revealed by the garden's mirror is like a treasure inside a display case. Dazzling, yet out of reach. I need a sharp nail to break through that glass, and that's where you come in. Only through trailblazing can we reach the heart of Amphorius, cut through the thick mist, and bring the world's memories back to light. I trust you won't disappoint me.
What kind of drink do you prefer? Straight.
Looks like you've decided on your next stop. I see. Those who embark on a long journey simply need to set off.
Oh, hey, great timing! I just turned on my camera and was looking through some old photos. Can I ask you something? What's your favorite part of a journey? From start to finish? Then let's go snap some photos as soon as we arrive in Amphorius. Anyway, enough chit-chat. I better pack some extra batteries in case we end up somewhere without power.
There's nothing there. Confusing. The answer lies hidden in the starry sky. Here it is, the isolated world that can only be seen through the garden's mirror. The eternal land, Amphorius. I used a little magic so all of you can also see what it looks like. As you can see, Amphorius is surrounded by a mass of chaotic matter that conceals it from the outside world. Nearly. Conventional interstellar travel can't detect its presence, let alone pass by or land on the planet. Yet the garden caught a glimpse of this place, and along with it, discovered ever-shifting traces. I would even go as far as to say, eons themselves.
For a world to have nurtured such marvels, yet still remain unheard of throughout the cosmos? Now that is hard to fathom.
I can reveal the second. In fact, you've all seen it just now. It's the remembrance.
I see. Then it makes sense that a messenger of the garden would be capable of unveiling Amphorius for us. What about the final path? Unfortunately,
Fate is keeping the third path a mystery. I don't know what it is either. Hidden beneath the brilliance of erudition and remembrance, yet possessing enough power to rival the other two paths. It could be the equilibrium, the enigmata, or perhaps the permanence. I have no clue at all. This white ribbon of light encircling Amphorius might very well be a product of the three interwoven paths. Only when path striders of the Trailblaze enter the center of the vortex will its true nature be revealed.
Wait, I think we might be missing someone.
Something feels off. Please, all of you go ahead without me. I'll join you later.
Really?
Sorry, guys. I don't know what's wrong. I just feel really weak after the warp. I doubt it. Pretty girls aren't supposed to get sick.
Gladly. I'm seeing March 7th hit by a sudden bout of weakness in her memories, as if something was weighing on her. The onset of it far too quick to be any kind of sickness.
Perhaps it's the effect of some external stimulus?
Oh, why is everyone here? I should have cleaned my room.
I invited Sunday to help with the diagnosis. He grew up in a star system rich in memoria. When it comes to mental healing, he's quite the specialist.
You've all been to Penacony before. I presume you are aware of how some might find themselves in a synesthesia dreamscape after warping to Asdana. I'm guessing this is something similar. Miss March appears to be affected by a certain external stimulus. Perhaps a path, an eon, or even Amphorius itself.
I agree. That's likely the case.
Why is she the only one affected?
There's no way to tell at this point. It could just be a matter of time before everyone feels unwell. Before we identify the cause, my suggestion is for Miss March to avoid venturing anywhere near Amphorius.
It's okay, Himeko. I'll be good on my own. Go ahead, guys. I'll catch up once I feel better. Here. Take my camera along. I was planning to take photos when we got there, but looks like you'll have to help me with that now. I know I can always count on you. Yeah, you guys go on ahead. Don't worry about me. I'll be back to being my hyperactive and adorable self by the next time you see me. Now, don't forget about those photos, okay? I'll be checking the camera.
Judging by all the trailers, I'm pretty sure she'll be a block of ice by the next time I see her.
Do you think March 7th's past could be connected to Amphorius? So we're staying behind to take care of the grown-up stuff.
Someone should be taking care of March 7th, too. I can do that.
I'm fine with any arrangement you have for me.
Okay, before I get too far into this, I'm actually gonna go get some water. Alright, water has been acquired.
Yes, seeing how this is going to be a perilous expedition, Pom-Pom and the Navigator have come together to prepare a special trailblazing gift for you. Your very own car! The car you're getting has its own thrusters, so just buckle up, and it'll take you into Amphorius and land you somewhere safe. Only in extenuating circumstances. Don't go thinking you can detach cars from the Express every which way, alright? Get going whenever you're ready. Pom-Pom can't wait to hear about your exciting discoveries. Car ready for detachment. 3, 2, 1.
Oops. I would not call the landing we made smooth at all. I mean, they shot us down. That seems like a pretty clear indication of hostility. we got shot down on approach to the planet. And no, she has not been back. Last time she was here is still earlier when we were all joking about a way out. I do know her brother is in town, and he is only in town very rarely.
Nice.
So there's a fair chance she will at most only be by long enough to catch bits and pieces. That's still a vague general plan. It's just a rather expensive vague general plan that is ever evolving.
Nice.
It has transformed from looking for apartments kind of halfway between where I am right now and where she is right now to looking for rental or possibly even purchase on her part houses somewhere more north. Rental being the far more likely, because buying a house is expensive and difficult and unpleasant. As for cooking streams, if she drags me into doing one, I guess I'll be there, but I've said before, I'm not that much of a cook. I'm more of a direction follower.
Nice.
Alright, I can follow slightly more complicated instructions than that. Although my supper tonight was the result of comparable instructions. I've actually got a number of food allergies that most of my attempts to learn to cook were actually a way to try to get around those and eat things I wouldn't normally be able to. And of course, instead, I've just made the same 2 soups a few dozen times each, rather than actually learning anything new or interesting. I am allergic to peanuts, tree nuts, and shellfish, and unfortunately, the majority of ramen is contaminated with shellfish. That being said, that was one of the things I went out of my way to try cooking so that I'd be able to try it. So I have had some. I've also found a number of brands that are not contaminated with shellfish, although they tend to be very expensive, so I don't get them often. Pizza I can have. I have a lot of pizza, more of it than I'd actually like to. Although I guess I wouldn't mind as much how much of it I eat if it were better pizza than it is.
shutter already.
There are other foods that I like. There are some foods I would give up pizza before, but that might be because I mostly end up eating cheap pizza that isn't very good, more than actually good pizza. Yeah, because so many brands of ramen are contaminated with shellfish, I can mostly only eat, like, vegan ramen brands. I don't know. Personally, I find most vegan stuff that isn't pretending to be meat is usually pretty okay. But the moment they try to pretend it's meat, A, it usually means I can't have it because most meat substitutes are made with nut proteins. And B, the few that I can have are pretty nasty. Yeah, fun fact. Someone with a nut allergy cannot eat most vegan meat substitutes. Which I'm certainly not complaining about. I don't want to eat them. every kind of nut, including peanuts, which are technically not nuts. People always tell me, oh, you're missing out on this or that, but like, I've never been able to have it, so I wouldn't even know. I like plenty of the things I can eat enough, so I'm not terribly bothered by what I can't, beyond the fact that it makes me have to check ingredients on everything.
Have we met? Shall we unite our goals?
Joining the battle. Prime definite.
Like fireflies to
I
a
should've
flame,
waited.
I will fight for myself until everything burns to ashes! Live to fight! Fight you live! I shall set the seas ablaze!
Rhythm get messed up? Dreams do come true.
A picture of grace and elegance. All things are as one. Live to fight! Fight you live! I shall set the seas ablaze! Live to fight! Fight you live! I won't hold back anymore. The long dream has vanished. There's more to life than drawing. Pay attention. I will.
Look out! You've got something interesting. I bear no harm. I just want everyone to be safe. Roaming around a place like the Abyss with weapons in tow is a show of provocation. Those soldiers are minions of the Strife Titan. They're not known to stop until all invaders fall under their feet. If you continue brandishing your weapons, you won't only be putting yourselves in the crossfire. Their looming blades will come down on the heads of the innocent. It's difficult to tell if you're friend or foe when you appear out of thin air. Even without your weapons, a great power still lurks within you. I could be putting myself in harm's way for all I know. I'd be unwise not to take precautions. So, care to share the reason for dropping in on us? Visitors from above.
Ainon, look what you did again! Taking off only to get yourself into trouble? Ugh, you even ruined his weapon! I've really gone and done it. This is no way way to be treating strangers!
I was just trying to fix our problem in the safest way possible.
How is this safe? Hello, friendly strangers. Let's all simmer down and cool our jets. We're all humans here. No need for things to get so heated.
Well, mostly all.
Snowy's just worried you're baddies from above, but we know you two are nothing of the sort. Oh, right, you don't know us yet. We are Treeby from Yanisopolis, and this is Snowy. Hurry up and apologize to them.
All right, if you say so, Treeby. I apologize for my earlier behavior. I was overly wary because both of you landed in this tumultuous region. Put me on high alert.
That.
Not from above the sky, but beyond it.
Wow, that's something else altogether. You're lucky you met us then.
She means you're lucky because we won't hurt you, but the same can't be said for others. Let's talk somewhere else. You've seen it firsthand. It isn't safe out here.
PC.
As you saw, there are still many refugees who haven't been freed in the temple.
I think this is available on PlayStation as well, but I'm not actually 100% sure. But yeah, I'm playing it on PC. It's actually by the same developers as Zenless, which is actually why I was asking about it earlier. In fact, this is one of their Yep. More and more games are crossplay these days. I feel like it's generally gonna be pretty rare to find many modern multiplayer games that aren't. I don't know. I hate to say this, but I could see Rockstar just not having it just because they're a pain. Like, there's no real reason why 5 shouldn't have gotten an update to add it. There's no real reason, I don't think, why RDR2 shouldn't have had it at launch. I don't know. I might just have a bit more of a grudge with Rockstar than I have any reason to. I don't think they're capable of doing anything that would make me happy with them.
We're here to rescue and escort them to the holy city, Agima. They're the reason I had to be absolutely sure you were not here with ill intent, and why I wanted you to put away your weapons. If something were to occur, they would have no way of protecting themselves. I'm Finam, from Ides Elysiae. Sorry if I offended you just now. Baseball bat? Oh, you mean this marvel of a weapon? Sorry, but why don't you tell me your name in return for your weapon? Friction really does spark friendships, huh?
And here's your spear. Don't worry, this is entirely on Snowy. I'll make sure he fixes it for you.
It seems I'll have to treat Cartonis to a couple of drinks again.
I think it's really just the root of it is, for me, is just that I don't especially care for how they design their games. And then various other complaints I have kind of just pile on top, including the fact that I don't think there's I could have sworn there were other crossplay games around back then, but at the same time, in that case, it just goes back to so many other games, so many less popular games with fewer resources to work with that weren't crossplay have become crossplay, that there's no reason why GTA 5 couldn't have. I don't know. I don't disagree that they push limits in terms of their design. I just don't necessarily care for the mechanical design of their games. I generally find it to just be kind of tedious. I'm not saying that I think it's bad necessarily. I think it just doesn't really agree with me and how I play games. Oh no, I could not possibly care less about realism.
You acted on your own to ask the Chrysos heirs for help? To bring us into their so-called holy city, no less. We are priests of Yanis, born as footless birds. How could we possibly endure being confined to one place?
To me, realism is something that will, in video games, is something that will always age to the point of no longer looking real. And I suppose that is less and less the case as technology continues to progress. At this point, it might be entirely untrue. But I think also that realism is something that eats up a massive amount of computing resources that could have been spent on mechanics. And in the end, mechanics matter more to me than how a game looks for the most part. Realism is one of the biggest storage space killers when it comes to games. And I simply don't care to spend the storage space on a game looking a way I don't necessarily care for. I guess what it really boils down to is I am always in favor of stylism over realism when it comes to the visual design of games. It's why I like both this game and Zenless so much. Or part of. I also just really enjoy playing both games. Also why I like Warframe so much. It kind of sort of goes for a very, when it comes to actual faces, it goes for a little bit of realism, but goes enough into a more stylistic design that they don't have to worry about a single face texture being dozens of gigabytes.
We've lost far too many to Nikador's forces, Mr. Noldus. I only want for everyone to settle down somewhere safe and to be able to sleep soundly.
Lose your faith, and you lose everything. Do you seriously think you can seek shelter in Akima? Nowhere is safe with the end times looming. I've said my piece. Leave if that's what you want. Everyone else is staying in this temple, where we enjoy the protection of Yanis, the Gate of Infinity.
I hope it doesn't come across like I'm just, like, shitting on games that are different from what I like. To me, differences in opinion are what make conversations interesting. And so I'm conversing. Like, it's kind of hard for that to come across. Yeah. I think that's kind of the core difference is I don't play games for it to be a reality I could walk into. I play games specifically for how separate from reality they can be. Which is an opinion it took me a very long time to come to grips with, because there was a bit of time when a pretty significant chunk of time, when I wholeheartedly believed realism was just the best, the only thing to aspire for. It's not necessarily... I realize that is kind of exactly what I said, but it's not necessarily that I care, that I want gameplay over graphics, as it is that... I don't know. I like things that look cool, and real things typically don't look as cool as fake things, in my opinion. But I also, again, just don't really mesh with the, like, mechanical design of Rockstar games either. Like, again, I don't think it's bad, I think it just isn't to my tastes. And I don't mind that. I am a very firm believer in not every game is made for every person. A game being one I personally don't like is not a flaw in that game, it's just a matter of taste. In the same way that a lot of people don't care for the Souls games, but I absolutely adore them.
Don't make this decision in haste, sir.
I appreciate the concern, esteemed Chrysos heir. But please, respect that we have the right to choose our own fate.
I'm sorry you had to see that, esteemed Chrysos heir. These two with you are...
Travelers from afar. They're also headed for the Holy City. If memory serves me right, you are... Virtus? Please, you may call me Final. What was that just now?
It's an honor you remember me, Finon. We are priests from Yanisopolis. Armies of the Strife Titan destroyed our home, forcing us to flee across many lands until we arrived here. A few days ago, I watched another companion fall to those monsters, and I was shattered. I offered a prayer to Akima, thinking the answer would take time, at least enough for me to convince Mr. Noldus. I didn't expect your arrival to be so swift. Excuse me, sir. Everyone knows about the prophecy. How is it that you...
Virtus, right now, we must focus on convincing Mr. Noldus to return. The Abyss is swarming with fierce enemies, and they have no way to defend themselves, leaving them vulnerable to all kinds of danger. My friends, I have a rather bold request. The two of you are quite capable. Might I trouble you to fetch Mr. Noldus? Treeby will join you. She can also answer any questions you may have. You two are truly honorable. I'll stay behind to guard Virtus and the rest. Go quickly and come back safe.
I'm sure you two have a ton of questions, don't you? As for why we should speak in private, that's because quiet places are better suited for communicating with one another. Judging by your reactions, sure. You weren't lying about being newly arrived travelers. In that case, don't blink or you'll miss the next part. Also, Snowy wouldn't dare make plans for us. It's more like the other way around. Alright, silence please! We are about to summon a miracle. We, thy humble descendants, doth surmount the myriad of passages of Yanis to stand before thee and receive the scales of judgment. O selfless arbiter Talantin, declare us innocent in the name of the law. Weigh the fruits of the present in exchange for the sweetness of the past. We summon thee, Orynyx, to lift thy curtain of memory. Once again stir the ripples of past reverie.
How is that possible? Did Orynyx's prayer fail?
My two friends, don't stray too far away from us.
Stop panicking. As long as we're with them, we'll be fine.
Now that we're here, we can speak in peace. Huh? But why does it feel a little too quiet?
Oh boy.
Just what I was afraid of. So much for a peaceful chat. The history lesson will have to wait, my friends. We must help Mr. Noldus!
There's no harm in sharing good fortune.
Joining the battle. Prime, detonate!
You both have impressive fighting skills!
There's more to life than drawing breath. Eternal no-
I'm sorry.
Like fireflies to a flame, I will fight for myself until everything burns to ashes! This is more than a battle. I have to fight for myself!
I feel like this team is doing way less damage than it all.
Live to fight! Fight
Oh, thank you. The three of you saved our lives.
Mr. Noldus, Virtus was right. It's too dangerous for all of you to be here. Please, come back to Akama with us.
I believe I've made my stance clear, my child. Us priests would rather die in the pursuit of faith than live in a foreign land.
Sir, we deeply understand your faith in the Titans. Perhaps in your eyes, Kefali, the protector of the Holy City, is but a god from a foreign land. But we swear to you in the name of Yanis, the Gate of Infinity, that so long as the Chrysoceres live, Akama will protect all followers of the Titans. We are one and the same.
You swear in the name of Yanis? Who are you?
Don't you remember, Noldus? Our name is Trebios.
What? You're the High Priest? Why do you look like a child? Oh, no. To think that I, a mere tribal priest, dared lecture you on faith. Oh, how ludicrous. Please, forgive my transgressions.
Noldus, we do not wish to force you, but please think of the people in your tribe. The young place their trust in you, just as you place your trust in us. If you stay, they will remain here too, doomed to fall under Nikador's spear.
If that is divine will, then I have no reason to disobey. High Priest, please guide us once again as we spread our wings on this long journey.
Mr. Noldus, I'm glad you're all right.
Virtus, I still disagree with your methods, but it doesn't matter now. Let us place our trust in the Chrysoceres.
The Dromus caravan that's supposed to meet us isn't here yet, so let's all rest where it's safe for a while. Of course. Please, come this way. I see you've both been made aware of our troubles. I'm grateful for your understanding, so in return, please ask me anything you wish to know. Just as the word implies, it's the time of strife before the world meets its end.
Well, looks like that was the right answer after all.
To be precise, it's the whole world that's coming to an end. Just as the word implies, it's the time of strife before the world meets its end. To be precise, it's the whole world that's coming to it. The ancient gods of Amphorius. Once worshipped by humanity, they now stand as their foes. The prophetic deliverers, with golden blood coursing through their veins.
None of these answers are helpful.
It's a gift from the three Titans of Fate. With their blessings, priests can awaken shadows of the past to alter reality.
You're putting it too lightly. Don't make miracles sound like a tool you can simply use at will.
I'm sorry. I guess I'm not good at telling stories.
Yet a tedious and overly long explanation isn't ideal either. Let me think. Right! Virtus and the others are priests from Yanisopolis. They should be adept at playing the lyre. How about playing a song for our two friends?
There's a ballad that's been passed down in Amphoria since ancient times! Happiness abound in this lush land by God's chosen. Giants raise their glasses in a toast, beheld by the 12 constellations. 3 carved the heavens and the earth. 3 wove the threads of fate. 3 molded life with their hands, and 3 guided calamity's gate. They declared the world too unstirring, hence wished endless laughter upon the living. Thus, you and I were created, with words and song to weave, and love and intimacy to give. Thus creation was complete. Who then will bear the weight of humanity's souls, to lighten the steps of the living as a whole? O great Kephali, all-knowing Father of stature so tall, yet low does their gaze willingly fall. With light of dawn heavy upon their shoulders, golden ichor spills unto the land, forming the boiling river that flows through the legacies of heroes who take their stand.
Huh?
Don't worry, that's just our rescue. Time to get up, everyone!
These large, mild-mannered creatures are called Dromas. They're humanity's most loyal companions. We'll be relying on them to get us through the rugged mountain roads on the way to the Holy City. Dromas are very docile. Even first-time riders can steer them easily. Here, give it a try. Remember to hold the reins tight.
I forgot to mention, don't touch their white stone humps. When the Earth Titan blessed these creatures, it said they also stuffed their ill tempers into these humps.
See? Easy, wasn't it? Everyone, how did you find our lyre performance earlier? We've been in exile for many days and haven't touched our instruments in a long time. I fear our skills have grown rusty, and we've made a spectacle of ourselves.
No, not at all. Your performance was wonderful, sir.
It's been a long time since we sat together like that and sang ancient ballads to our heart's content. I'm grateful to all of you for reminding me of those glorious and peaceful times. Looking back now, I admit I was too stubborn. Perhaps you really can save Amphorius from its doom, just like how the 4 of you heroes saved our very lives and faith today.
Suffering's bad for your health.
Okay.
Then it won't help your faith much either. That's why it's our inherent duty as Chrysos heirs to free everyone from suffering. It's also the reason for the Holy City Akima's existence. The only human city left in our present day.
Hey now, don't be so serious. You're bringing the mood down. Anyway, in short, the Holy City is absolutely safe. Everything will be fine once we get there. Is everyone properly seated? Then we're off! Next up, Akama.
Have we met before? Shall we unite our goals?
Executing attack!
Take your positions. Let's improvise.
Eternal melody.
Like fireflies to a flame, I will fight for myself until everything burns to ashes! Firefly, type 4, in I shall set the seas ablaze! Live to fight! Fight to live! This is more than a battle. I shall set the seas ablaze!
Let's seize this fine moment.
Dreams do come true.
A picture of grace and elegance. You'll do.
Live to fight! Fight to live!
You both fought so bravely. Are you Chrysos heirs from a foreign land? Please, I beg of you, save Akama. The Mad King Nikador has returned. Look, there's strife and conflict everywhere. Thank you. Your comrades are fighting inside the city. Fate will guide you to them.
The main road's been blocked off. Treeby?
Don't panic. Leave this to us. I summon the Oryx! Lift the curtain and stir up ripples of past reverie.
It's you two. I'm sorry we got you involved again. I never expected Nikador to lead an army and launch a surprise attack on the Holy City at a time like this. They and Kefali have always been mortal enemies. Now they've gone mad like a vicious beast. You have my gratitude. Thankfully, Akama is not completely unprepared. The prophecy had warned us about this. This is a catastrophe, but it's not the end.
Mr. Noldus and the others have gone to seek shelter. Leave the rest to us. You should evacuate along with the citizens.
I don't doubt your skills, but... Very well, but please remain by my side. These pests can't hurt you, but our companions, those known as the Chrysos heirs, their attacks do not discriminate between friend and foe.
Oh, Kefali, throne of worlds, please end your long silence and grant humanity protection.
No. It's very safe here.
The prophecy has already revealed that the light of Kefali will shine upon all.
Watch! No one will die! The heroes will protect the city!
Leave them be. Just as Mr. Noldus reveres Yanis, faith is all some people have left in a world teetering on the brink of collapse. To honor their faith is the sacred duty of the Chrysos heirs. Minions of strife, you shall not harm these people!
There's no harm in sharing good fortune.
Let's improvise!
A picture of grace and elegance. Eternal melody.
Like fireflies to a flame, I will fight for myself until everything burns to ashes! I shall set the seas ablaze! Live to fight! Fight to live!
Bodies everywhere. How could so many enemies have made it to the front gates? Where were the city guards?
Snowy! We're back. We are Trian. We are Trinan. We are Treevy. Wait. No! Now is not the time for introductions! Snowy, D has been trading blows with the main forces for what feels like forever. From the skies to the city. Hurry up and assist him!
I knew it. He gets reckless once he gets the urge to kill. I'm relying on you three to handle the task of getting the citizens to safety.
Don't worry. With us here, we can just use the Sentry Gate to whoosh the people to the safest place in Emporius. Wouldn't that be Akama? Stop messing around and help the people! Anywhere is fine, just send them to somewhere safe.
Don't worry. Although they are a little childish, the trio are experienced Chrysos heirs, and one of the pillars of Akama. Therefore, they can definitely be trusted. Well, let's keep on moving then.
I'm not interested in the friendship difference. Really?
Shall we unite our goals?
Commencing attack!
Stay in step. Dreams do come true.
A picture of grace and elegance. All things are as one.
Like fire, until everything burns to ashes! This is more than a battle. Set the speed of flame! Fight to live!
Eliminate the enemies on the main road and leave the rest to the Holy City's guards. They're all trained and experienced elites.
Lord Finan! You're finally here. Quick, save the Grand Craftsman. He is surrounded by enemies!
What? Artonis! Hang in there!
The rear is secured now. This is the result of your efforts?
Quit messing around. You know who we're dealing with.
Carelessness will be your downfall. Deliver. Mere child's play. A true fight between us would shatter them with the aftershocks. Who are you?
Enough, Mighty. Are you trying to destroy the Holy City?
Dreams do come true.
Some value, I suppose. You turn on.
Like fire, until everything burns to ashes! Set the speed of flame! Fight to live! Set the speed of flame!
Artonis!
Finan.
I'm glad that you're okay. As for you, Mighty, if I'm not mistaken, shouldn't your responsibility be protecting the citizens?
What is that supposed to mean? Who are you implying isn't a citizen here?
Don't evade the question. Aglaya told us to protect the citizens. Are you ignoring what she said?
It is you who forgot the second half of her words. Her original words were, protect the citizens and eliminate the invaders. The crisis in the Holy City will be resolved once we've eliminated Nikador. Speaking of which, since you've never considered the pair over there to be citizens, they seem to fit the definition of invaders. The three priests of Yanis share the same appearance and mind, and their senses are also interlinked. The Akamans have long been aware of your presence and what you have been doing. You trust him that much? I suggest you think twice.
Provoking your allies at such a critical juncture. Whose side are you on?
Excuse me? Am I missing some kind of context, or are you just mocking me? Peanuts as in the characters from the old, like from the comic and cartoon? All right. Well, now I have to think about it. See, I only know, like, I've never gotten newspapers in all my life. So, like, any newspaper comic, I really only know either because it became a meme on the internet, or in the case of Peanuts, because of the various holiday Charlie Brown movies.
From the moment we first met, I already told you that regardless of whether it's in the past or in the future, the people of Kremnos will never agree to make peace with the likes of you. As the successor of Kremnos, I, Mighty, am not able to act independently on such matters. Furthermore, things have escalated to a point where I must warn you, esteemed guests, that your host is anything but proficient in the ways of hospitality.
Enough! The time for internal strife now is not. Still on the offense, the Mad King is, and must be stopped by the Chrysos heirs.
I have not forgotten about what needs to be done. Stand down. I'm more than capable of taking care of what's ahead by myself. As for you, Nikador is in the Marmorial Palace. Glia told me to stay out of it. So, go ahead. Deliver.
I don't need you to tell me that.
You. What's your name? Is that not also strange?
Well, that's the Chrysos heirs. Revered as heroes by the masses, but still imperfect mortals at their core.
What is it, outsider? Do you fear the Lance of Fury's raging flames? Or perhaps you'd care to spar with me?
Avoid getting too serious with Mighty, because he means every word he says.
That is true. Of this, you can be assured.
Oh boy. My ping jumped up to 900 there for a second.
What a mess.
I think it's actually supposed to be an anteater of some kind, but yes, I also like the pet. It's very goofy, and if you stand still long enough, it'll fall asleep and just topple over onto its side.
Yes, Treby acted with haste. This is Marmorial Market, the most important residential and living area in the Holy City. Pushing through by force would undoubtedly result in needless casualties. But now our backup is here.
Lord Phainon and the two guests. Welcome to Akama.
When I heard your footsteps, I thought death was already writing my final chapter before my heroic journey had even begun. Miss Casterus?
An abrupt ending to an epic that has barely begun might also amaze the people. But today, Lord Phainon, Akama needs you.
Well, if the mortician of the Holy City says I'm needed, then it sounds like I'm gonna live through this mess.
Well, that isn't for me to decide. All I can do is clear the obstacles and guide you to the place of Nikator's descent. Dear guests, if you would, I'd like you to please follow me. And kindly keep 5 paces distance. In the face of death, strife will also cause hesitation to arise. I am the shadow of death. There are also some enemies who are difficult to subdue by presence alone.
The scent of blood. Are you an attendant of the Hand of Shadow?
No, I am nobody's attendant.
You can try to avoid and hide it. But you obviously came from the world of the dead. Akama, Chrysos heirs. What cowards! We live by loyalty and glory, while you live by weakness and deceit.
I'm so glad that you're not my history teacher. How much can we trust the words of someone who has sunk so deep into madness? However, if you're standing here out of loyalty, then I shall draw my blade and grant you a warrior's end.
Come to arms.
There'll be a way. Share good fortunes.
Let's improvise.
There's more to life. Existence is unity. Dreams of a past life are now all gone.
No, 20k isn't a lot, but also you get so much passively playing the game.
Things can never
that
go
it
back to how
doesn't
they
really
used to
matter.
be. Let us dance once more.
Like fireflies to a flame. Until everything burns to ashes!
Like,
This is more than a
a
battle.
credit reward is really just like kind of a... What's the word? It's something that's there to try to trick people into thinking they're getting something more useful than they are, I think.
Set the seas aflame!
It might be about... Okay, no, that's fine.
Fight to land!
The mood is set just right. Let the show begin!
I will claim big set the seas aflame!
I don't know. It might be a fair bit,
you wish.
like, really early on. For
Lady
someone just
Aglaya
starting.
once said that your time is extremely valuable and shouldn't be wasted on unnecessary conflict. I have the power to lay them to rest.
I was about to say the same. It's pointless to waste your strength on these pawns. Let's go. It's time to face strife.
Once there, you must turn into birds and fly toward the final battlefield.
Miss Castris, why aren't you joining us?
I must stay here and ensure that these soldiers do not destroy the city. Although faith is more important to the vast majority, there are still quite a number of citizens who care more about their worldly possessions.
I understand, but...
There is no need for worry. The citizens have already been evacuated, and the only living things in the vicinity are the few. As Lady Aglaya instructed, no civilians will be affected by this.
Do excuse my impropriety.
Well then, I'll see you later, Miss Castros.
Then, could you all quietly leave?
I'm really curious.
We'll leave this place to Miss Castros, then.
Okay.
Let's get a move on. Memorial Palace, the Lance of Fury, Nikador. They're all there in the distance. That battle cry once crushed all in its path. It knocked down foes and allies alike, leaving people as fragile as reeds in a gale. My limbs trembled uncontrollably as my weapon clattered to the ground. I could hear nothing but the frenzied and shameful beating of my own heart. Fear. This is why the Strife Titan is revered. If a warrior can face this terror and still step forward, no trial thereafter can shake the weapon in their hand.
Alright, I was momentarily distracted. So as an example of what is or isn't a lot of credits in this game, to level a single character from 0 to 80, which is the max level, it takes 888,000. So 20,000 is about a 44th of the amount you'd need to level up a character.
You two, if you wish to retreat, this is your final chance to do so. Looks like the both of you have indeed braved many dangers. Trailblazer? What an interesting concept. Surely on your worlds there must also be a Titan which is revered by the masses. But there's no need to further confirm your resolve. We shall soon cross swords with the embodiment of strife. And yet, faced against this menacing threat, your resolve only gleams more intensely. Let's get going. In the era when Kefali had not yet fallen silent, none could stand as their equal. Today, we inherit the duty of the gods, safeguarding the inhabitants of Amphorius. Stand with me and become heroes!
This is about to be a boss fight. I should probably switch out one of my characters for some kind of assistant. I can just back out and do that later. If I feel ready.
Deathly silence is the proud resonance of Nikador's war drums. Behind this watery veil awaits the arena of conflict.
Neat.
Stay strong. Recall your convictions and everything you hold dear. If you can't do that, then think of death. For doing so might actually keep you alive. Different from what I remember.
That's not great. That's not great.
So, more distorted?
There's no harm in sharing good fortune.
Sam in position. Executing attack.
Stay in step.
There's more to life than drawing breath. Eternal melody.
Like fireflies to a flame, I will fight for myself until everything burns to ashes!
Yeah.
Fight humans!
It's fine.
Stand away!
The long dream has vanished.
You hold some academic value. You'll do.
Firefly, type 4, in position.
Clouds are easily scattered.
Yeah. Okay. Fortunately, I didn't consume any buffs.
Looks different from what I remember. Weaker. So, more distorted?
Executing attack.
There's more to life than drawing breath. All things are as one.
Please, allow me to purge the root of this problem. The truth burns clear as a flame. Everything in this world is merely fleeting.
Oh, I should have waited on that.
Time to cleanse the filth. Wouldn't you agree?
Joining the battle.
I will fight for myself until everything burns to ashes! Live to fight! Fight humans!
Did you hear yourself?
The long dream has vanished.
You hold some academic value. Pay attention.
I shall set the seas ablaze! Both body and mind must be pure.
Let's seize this fine moment.
Aside all distractions. I shall withstand their wrath!
Extinguish your core flame, Titan!
Move. This is not the true Nikador, just one of his many godly forms. The core flame isn't here. New allies of Okima, welcome to Amphorius. While this welcome banquet is far from elegant, it has helped to remove any misgivings that we had. From this moment forth, you shall be treated as distinguished guests of the Holy City and of the Chrysos as...
How do I know that?
Curious about my eyesight? Well, I'm not blind. On the contrary, I can see much more than the typical person. Those with golden blood always have something extraordinary about them. For me, it's perception. I don't need light to measure the world. The wind carries messages along golden threads, delivering countless sensations to my fingertips. Just like how at this present moment, the virtues possessed by the both of you have turned into a warm current that pleases my skin.
Manifestation of Nikador. Could it be that my trial has not arrived yet?
By following the threads of fate, you have begun to write the opening chapter of your story. How do you feel?
Well, truth be told, I don't feel any different. I anticipated a greater challenge. When Trian followed those escaped soldiers, was that part of the plan too?
Naturally. We have long foreseen this attack and didn't intend to waste such a golden opportunity. After Nikador succumbed to madness, their fortress disappeared into the fog, with no one being able to ascertain its location anymore. However, now that they have acted out of character and attacked Akima of their own accord, then the Holy City shall also uncover their hiding place and sound the horn of retaliation.
What an intricate plan indeed. I gave my word that after the situation stabilized, I would reveal all about Amphorius to our allies. However, given that Akima has just barely survived a calamity, and there are still many shaken citizens who need comfort, Aglaya, would you mind taking care of this in my stead?
Distinguished guests, since you have spared no effort in aiding the Holy City, I will naturally take care of you as well. I've woven many unforeseen events into the tapestry of fate. This is but one instance.
You two can find me at Marmorial Market after you've grown tired of listening to her tales. In any case, I owe you my hospitality.
Now then, where should we begin?
Beacon of the Trailblaze. No problem. Go ahead. What an interesting way to mark the start of your journey. I grow more and more curious about your cause. But please, let me first properly extend my hospitality to you. The conversation we must have will likely be quite lengthy, so why don't we go somewhere more suitable for that?
Okay. Whoa. This character has had one from the beginning. The team has 4 characters. Yeah, I think it defaulted to her when the combat ended because I had switched the team around during the combat, and then it switches back to what I had at the start. But most of the time when I'm going through story, I keep the main character up. But yeah, technically, if I wanted to suffer, I could just run a single character. But the design of the game is the game is designed to have teams of 4 characters. And in this case, a team with this character as the damage dealer, and then the other 3 characters all just as supports. Unfortunately, right before what is presumably a lot of dialogue is probably the best time I'm gonna get to call it a night. And I need to do that because I have to work in the morning. But depending on other stuff, I might keep doing this. What? I can't guarantee tomorrow. I might have other plans, but if I don't, then probably. If not tomorrow, then definitely Thursday. Come on, you say you just got back, but you know when I usually finish my streams up. If I thought I was near the end of something, I'd keep going for a little while longer, but I am pretty sure I'm not even halfway through this quest. When this quest was first released, I feel like I remember seeing people on Twitter talk about it being 8 hours. So chances are this will be Thursday's live stream and then also Saturday's live stream as well. And that's assuming I don't do others in between. Until I get caught up on this, there's a fair chance I'll do a couple of off-schedule streams as well. But I'm not gonna make any guarantees. For now, definitely Thursday. I'll definitely try to do an off-schedule stream next week, because I know Thursday of next week I have other plans. But yeah, at the very least, for this week, definitely Thursday, maybe tomorrow and or Friday if other stuff doesn't come up. But until then, I guess have a good night.